Coming up next, we have Janet.
I've never heard this music before. I used to bring my Chicago music and I didn't have anything, and John said, wait, I happen to have something. This is a song by me, my husband. Yay! I'm like, what? I'm like, no, you did this with our villa. Did they do other, guitars with it? He said, no, these are all of my, I did all of them in this. I'm like, that's awesome of you. That's great. And I've never heard it before. This is awesome to hear. And John's a Marine. I was going to tell you things about relationships and read 3 poems about relationships, but my Marine husband, which is why I've got my pain as a crutch shirt on, because that was something I saw a bunch of Marines wearing when we went to this Marine walk around once. But he reminded me that yesterday was Constitution Day, which was the day in 1787 where they all signed the Constitution. That was actually yesterday, and I'm like, that was Constitution Day. I should come up with something about the Constitution somehow for one piece first. So I thought I'd read something that I read in a feature at the Baha'i Center a couple months ago in July when I did Voting for Change, and this was a piece that I read for that mentions the Constitution, and it is called The State of the Nation. My phone rang earlier today, and I picked it up and I said, hello. And the man at the other end said, yeah, hi, is this Janet Kuypers? And I said, yes it is, may I ask who's calling? He said, yeah, hi, this is George Washington, and I'm sitting here with Jefferson and a couple other of us guys, and we just wanted to tell you a few things. And I said, why are you talking to me? And he said, excuse me. I believe I said I was the one that wanted to do the talking. Man, that is a problem with Americans nowadays. They're so rude. And I said, you didn't really have to be so terse like that. And he said, oh, I'm sorry. It's just that I've been dead for so long. I lose all control of my manners. Well, anyway, we just wanted to tell you some stuff. Now, I know that when we were starting up this country here, we didn't have much experience in creating bodies of power, so I could understand how our Constitution could be misconstrued. And then he put in a dramatic pause, and he said, but when we said that people had a right to bear arms, we meant to protect yourselves from a government gone wrong, and not so that you could kill a 16-year-old in an ATM at 6 p.m. for $20 cash. And when we said freedom of religion, we included the notion, the idea of the separation of church and state, because freedom of religion could mean freedom from religion. And when we said freedom of speech, we had no idea that you'd be burning a flag, or painting pictures of Christ doused in urine, or photographing people with whips up their respective anatomies. But I guess we've got to grin and bear it, because if we ban that, the next thing they'll ban is books, and we can't have that. And I said, but there are schools that have books banned, George. And he said, oh. Because it was Constitution Day yesterday, I had to do that one. And speaking of the Baha'i Center, Tom normally hosts that every month with a bunch of features, and because he and a select few others that are in this room will be in Waco on the first weekend of October, that means I get to, well, I'm sorry I can't be there because I'm going to be busy guest hosting that night at the Baha'i Center. So if there's anybody that's not going to Waco and they want to come, we've got a Facebook event listing, and I've got a couple really cool features lined up, including Element 615, who isn't here right now. He's one of our features this evening, and I've got a couple other open mic hosts that are features for it. And the theme for the evening is costumes. So, we all put on costumes when we deal with family and friends or work or something, you can take that any way you like, because, it's, Halloween month, so we figured why not. So if anybody would like information on it at the Baha'i Center, come bug me or Tom, because we can tell you directions, or look for it on Facebook, and I'll stop talking about that and talk about my 2 relationship-related poems. This one is the less happier of the 2, I guess. This one is called All These Reminders. Look, over here in my living room, You left an empty bottle of beer on the end table. The cap, too. And come here, follow me over here in the kitchen. Look over here. See, you left some of your food in the pantry. A box of spaghetti, some canned tomatoes. And come over here, into the bathroom. I know you probably won't notice this, but here, this towel, it smells like you. It smells like your shaving cream. And I can swear that the crumpled bed sheets are still warm from you. Why did you have to go? Why does this have to seem so hard? Okay, look here. The remote for the television is on the arm of the chair where you always leave it. And the cocktail table, it's pushed forward on one side because you always like to rest your feet on it. Everywhere I look, I see something that you've affected. I look in the kitchen. I look in the dining room. I look in the mirror. Why did you have to do this to me? Why couldn't you have made a clean break? There's still some of your messages scribbled on scraps of paper next to the phone in the kitchen. And look, the pillow on the couch is bunched up because you could never get comfortable with it. And the thing is, over here, look over here, the phone books, they're still out on the kitchen counter. You could never put them away. And there they are, still just sitting out. I'll have to put them back in the cabinets. And look over here, why do I still have all these love letters stuffed into drawers of my desk? When you left me, why did you have to leave me all these reminders? Thanks. Thank you. I'm going to go back your relationship you won for my last one. This one is called And I'm Wondering. And I'm wondering if there's something chemical between us that brings people together, something that brings people to their knees, something that sucks them in. And I'm wondering if you're sensing what I'm sensing. Am I making this all up in my head? Or when I'm glancing up and I catch your eyes, well, are you actually staring at me? And I'm wondering if it could work out this time, if we'd have one of those relationships that no one ever doubts, especially us, because we know we'll always be in love. And I'm wondering if you'd find my neurotic pet peeves charming, like how I hate it when someone touches my belly because I'm so self-conscious. And I'm wondering why you had to tell me when we had to be sitting next to each other that the fact that our legs were almost touching was making your heart race. And I'm wondering why I felt the need to take your cigarette and inhale, exhale, while the filter was still warm from your lips there just seconds before. And I'm wondering if a year or two from now, after we've been going out and we should have gotten to that point where we're bored with each other and sunk into that comfortable rut, if you saw me making macaroni and cheese in the kitchen using margarine and water because I had no milk and I've got my hair pulled back and strands of hair are falling around my around my eyes and I'm wearing this oversized button-down denim shirt and nothing else. Well, what I'm wondering is if you would see me like this and still think I was sexy. When I glance up and I catch your eyes from across the room, when I see your eyes dart away, when I feel this chemical reaction, well, what I'm wondering is, do you feel it too? Thank you.
Give it up for Janet.